Chapter 41. On our way north, we came across a town. Now, Fumi, what? There's a toll fee? The guard stopped us as we were about to enter the town and asked for a toll, so I showed them the note I received from the feudal lord of Forest Village. Guard, these kinds of things aren't accepted. Pay quickly. Raphtalia, but the guard didn't even respond when Raphtalia tried to negotiate, only asking for gold. Despite all that negotiating, the guard held his ground. Now, Fumi, what a stubborn bastard. Even though the guard looked like he was going to rush us, he stood there and just glared at me with hostility. Something must have happened here. After I started peddling in this world, I learned a few things. No one would perform such unreasonable extortion unless they had strong backup. It seems whoever this person works with is powerful. It seems we have to call this guy's partner to negotiate. We'll have to discuss about human relations. It'll only work if his partner is not hostile, though. As for why this guy's partner isn't here, there are a few reasons. Now, Fumi, the feudal lord here must be an outrageous bastard, I muttered while looking at the town. The guard's expression changes upon hearing that. Guard, don't you dare speak ill of the lord, or else I will punish you. I see. So it's a problem with the top dog. In this case, neither threats nor negotiations will be effective. The road is closed, so I can't pass. There will be punishment if caught. Maybe if I make enough of a commotion for the lord to appear. However, there is little reward for such a risk. Now, Fumi, I understand. You guys have it tough too. I hand the amount asked to the guard. The guard looked a little shocked. Guard, yeah, this is good, the guard whispered to me. Guard, I'm sorry, now, Fumi, it can't be helped. Is this in the jurisdiction of that trash king? Or is this country's feudal lord also rotten? I intended to sell the food loaded in my carts, but I stopped when they collected tax. The inn seems to be fairly high class, at least when compared to the neighborhood. Everything in this town seems to be taxed: daily necessities, food, weapons, armor, crafted goods, and even the hotel fee. Everything is expensive. Living here must be hard. The commerce is totally in decline, and the markets aren't lively at all. The unreasonably heavy taxation must have taken its toll. Now, Fumi, collect information on the village that's short on food, Raphtalia. Understood, Phiro. Okay. Master, I want a souvenir now, Fumi. You eat so much food, and you still want more? This Phiro, demanding a souvenir despite the high prices. We head to the bar with Phiro in her human form. By the way, I changed my shield to the book shield. There, I saw a fellow who I would rather not have encountered. Fellow, it seems that way. Although he has a bow, there is also a sword on his waist. His equipment also seems to be of low quality. Similar to my book shield as camouflage, the bow is small and plain. If this was our first meeting, and if he wore a glove, I wouldn't have known him. But his companion was dressed in very conspicuous colors. It looks like he's trying to hide himself. Probably. That's right. The hero of the bow is having a discussion in the corner of the bar. He doesn't seem to have noticed me. What are they talking about? I'll get closer and concentrate on listening. Villager, the lord here. Apparently, they are gathering information about the lord's notoriety. According to the story, he fill his own pocket with the raised tax money, accept bribes from merchants, and employed bodyguards to severely punish anyone who objected. Seems this feudal lord is also trash. It's Suki. That's overboard. I must punish him. Whoops. I almost fell over when I heard Itsuki's dangerous line. First off, how am I supposed to respond to that? What are you trying to do staying concealed anyway? What kind of shogun are you? Are you going to leave right after the revolution? Didn't I hear some rumors similar to this about the hero of the bow? In hindsight, rumors aren't really reliable since I am known as the saint of the holy bird. But I am almost known as the nefarious hero of the shield. Because nobody knows my real identity, I can still get by pretending to be a saint. As for the reason why Itsuki is hiding, I do not know. For example, is the country asking him to hide? I can't really speculate due to lack of information on Itsuki. There's little to nothing on the hero of the bow either. Are you hiding intentionally? Itsuki, everyone, let's go. Itsuki finished his talk, left the bar, and disappeared into the night. The next morning, the feudal lord was removed. After making a mess of the feudal lord's mansion, Itsuki's subordinates revealed themselves to start preaching. The trash king heard about it, and in the end, the lordship was transferred to another person. I am reminded of dramas about olden times and a journey of revolutions. Are they retarded? This is too troublesome to be involved in. I returned to the hotel after looking for what I originally came for, information on the village that wants to buy food. Fyro's souvenir? There's no way I'll buy something like that in such an expensive town. I just read my magic book and ignored Fyro, who seemed to be complaining to me about something. I learned another spell. What the Ani from the magic shop told me about the hero of the shield being good at using support and healing magic seems to be true. Next morning, as I expected, adventurers hired by the country are secretly investigating the town. Stories about how the Lord lost power are everywhere. In the middle of the town, I see Itsuki engaging in small talk with a beautiful girl. Girl, really? Thank you very much. Itsuki, there is no such thing. It's secret, you know. That's a secret, my ass. Yup, my suspicion has been confirmed. Now I know why there are no rumors of Itsuki. This guy is pretending to hide himself and creating the image of being humble, and rejoices when people finds out and confront him about it. What an unpleasant hobby. That guy's retarded. Hiding your true identity to satisfy your superhero unmasking for the public desires, truly obnoxious. Otherwise, you wouldn't be chatting in such a conspicuous place. At least I understand the reason she would be indebted to such a guy. It seems she was almost taken away due to being unable to pay the tax, and she has to take care of a battered old man. This is ridiculous. We left the town at a quick pace. After traveling for half a day, we reached the village bordering a neighboring country. It seems that all the food that wasn't sold yesterday is in high demand. Apparently, the entire region is in famine. However, it looks like there are a lot of guys that aren't residents of this village. Their clothes don't seem to be from this country. Now, Fumi, hey, you over there. It seems they are from the neighboring country where their tyrant of a king was exterminated. Are they here to peddle? After they looked into my carriage, they came to have a talk about business. They don't seem to have money, so maybe they'll try to barter. Their medical herbs are good, and maybe some lumber for woodworking. I got off the carriage and asked about their circumstances. Villager, thanks for saving us money. Even if I am handed string or coal, as long as I acquire enough, it will be useful. Though I only traded because they had a nice amount of medical herbs. Villager, I'm sorry. For a while now, there has been little to sell. If I look closely, he resembles a thin twig. Seems like he'll die at any moment. Now, Fumi, here's a little gift. Although it's not much, eat it sparingly. Because it can't be helped, I borrowed a large pan from the group of villagers. The village suffering from starvation cooperates willingly. There's many things that are about to rot. Give or take. For days until they go bad. That's even after I got the skill anti-corruption, which delays rotting. Villager, thank you very much. They hungrily devoured everything I made in the pan. Meanwhile, I inquired why this is happening. It seems that regardless of whether or not the king was a tyrant, life was fine. Taxes weren't too high, and some people even took it easy. But it seems that was over soon. It seems that the known as the resistance that took over, they increased the taxes. Now, Fumi, what? Didn't you guys overthrow the evil king? Villager, money is required to properly administer a country, hence taxes were raised, and military power was also reduced due to cost. Indeed, rather than the king being bad, it is folly to not even keep a minimum amount of military power in order to defend the country. It is said that it is not a country without its people, but what do you say about a country that cannot protect its people? It seems only bad rumors of the king were being spread. I don't know what the king was thinking, but I feel a strange sense of camaraderie with the king that was labeled as a tyrant. Something could have been done if the king was negotiated with instead of being exterminated. As for the trash king in this country, he's been evil since the beginning. Villager, only the head changed, and it's becoming impossible to live. So we bring what little wealth we have into this Melromark country and try to live. Fyro, I feel sorry for your king. I wish everyone the best. Anyway, I'm hungry, so who do I blame? Now, Fumi, shut up, you bird. My spirit as the owner will be doubted. Fyro, okay. I scolded Fyro for opening another's wounds. It seems recently she has become unable to read the atmosphere and has become foul-mouthed. Raphtalia, I wonder who she is learning from. Raphtalia watched and commented under her breath. Now, Fumi, did you say something? Raphtalia, nope, absolutely nothing. It seems Itsuki took part in the resistance. He might have been bad behind it since the beginning. Anyway, are these people entering this country illegally to buy black market food? It seems the prices of food have skyrocketed in this area, and I can just rake it in. If I'm not mistaken, Itsuki, Shogun-sama has done some reforms around this area, though the after-service sucks. Because his sense of justice was satisfied, he moved on. Villager, although this nation could attack our country as it is weakening, it is simply impossible to live during a famine. Now Fumi. I see. The wave may also be influencing famines. Villager, this is... Now Fumi. This is a remodeled plant that was causing trouble down south of this country. I modified it with a special technique so that it will grow when planted. It will probably be okay, but pay attention to managing it. If it is handled carelessly, it could be dangerous. Villager, oh okay. Now Fumi. I'll be around this neighborhood again in the future. You can thank me then. Because the 3 carts were sold completely, I gave 2 seeds as a bonus. As for what will happen to the village, that's a different story. It seems that my true identity was revealed, but because the small neighboring country was saved from famine, the residents weren't bothered by it. Additionally, due to the large amount of medical herbs acquired here, it seems an epidemic was prevented in the East District after we decided to sell there. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Chapter 42. We were camping outside that day. Now Fumi. We were somehow able to dispose of that ridiculous amount of food at a high price. Because the South's famine was already resolved, we had to come to the North and sell. Though there is still 1 cart of food left, it is for that absurdly gluttonous bird. Phiro food. The bird stuffs her head into the cart and starts devouring. Phiro, delicious. I've heard the annoying phrase somewhere before. Although this fellow's growth is over, she's still a glutton. Everyday food costs are nothing to scoff at. On the other hand, we travel extremely fast. However, the carriage went through quite a lot of abuse as various unreasonable actions are performed. The repair costs are also quite hefty. Now Fumi, what should I do? In this case, maybe the carriage should be made of metal instead of wood. Phiro was also complaining about how light it was and considering the higher durability. Raphtalia overcame her motion sickness, but the G-force from Phiro's full speed is ridiculous. Maybe the shock will be reduced if I add in a spring. My money has been accumulating nicely. I'm looking forward to meet the old man from the weapon shop. That weapon shop in the center of the castle town sells the best weapons. I don't know where the other heroes buy weapons and armor, but I haven't found a shop that sells better equipments than the old man's weapon shop. Phiro, Master Squish. Phiro hugged me and pressed her feathers to my face. It's the north, so it's a bit cold. Therefore, Phiro's feathers that have her body temperature are nice and warm. Phiro, Raphtalia, mew. For some reason, after I sit down, Raphtalia also clings to me. Phiro, everyone is nice and warm together now for me. It's getting quite hot for me. Though, I didn't leave this position because it's still somewhat chilly. Raphtalia, Phiro, get off. The temperature will be just right after that. Phiro, no. If anyone should get off, it's Raphtalia one each on. Stop monopolizing, Master. Raphtalia, I'm not monopolizing anything. Noisy. Now Fumi. Both of you go to sleep. Raphtalia, but Phiro. Master, let's sleep together. Now Fumi. I need to prepare medicine before we arrive at the east area. In response to the large amount of medical herbs I've acquired, I started mixing treatment medicine zealously. Though you never know whether or not you have enough. Such are the difficulties of peddling. Phiro, boo. Phiro parted from me and sulked to sleep. At the same time, Raphtalia entered the carriage. Rather than it being comfortable, it's preferable to sleeping on the ground. Now Fumi. Now then. I continue to work on the medicine while tending the fire. Raphtalia, now Fumi-sama, now Fumi. I heard Raphtalia's voice from the carriage. Then I saw Raphtalia beckoning me to the carriage. Now Fumi, what's wrong? Raphtalia, can we sleep together? Now Fumi, you too? Honestly, though they looked like adults, they are still children. Being lonely is a given. Now Fumi, how about you sleep with Phiro in her human form? Raphtalia, I'm not lonely. It's just, Raphtalia looked down shyly and fidgets. That reminds me of the time she was crying nonstop at night. A considerable amount of time has passed since then. Raphtalia, now Fumi-sama, was there anyone you liked? In your original world? Now Fumi, huh? No, not really. Why would she want to talk about Earth? I don't get her intentions. Now Fumi, what's up with you? Raphtalia, I'm just wondering what Nao Fumisama thinks of me. What? That fucking woman appeared in my mind. But there is no reason to get angry at Raphtalia. As to the reason why that fucking woman is in my mind, I have no idea. Nao Fumi. At this moment, slave isn't a very fitting position for you. Raphtalia, then, is there anything else? Nao Fumi. Anything else? While I tilt my neck questioningly, Raphtalia has a very delicate expression. Nao Fumi. You trust me. So I trust and value you too, Raphtalia. Oh, Raphtalia nodded with a smile and returned to bed in the carriage with a puzzled face. Nao Fumi. Now then, I continued working for our next peddling trip. By the way, our respective levels from the fights that happened occasionally. Me LV37 Raphtalia LV39 Fyro LV38, I'm even lower than Fyro. Is it because I need more EXP to level? No, these two are attackers. Especially Fyro, who is more aggressive and agile compared to Raphtalia, obliterates enemies in the blink of an eye, so she would gain experience quicker. Raphtalia's attacks gradually speed up and are very reliable. We arrived at the eastern area of the country. What can I say? The nearby trees are all dead and the air is heavy. Though, it's not particularly cold around here. I observed the soil and it's dark enough to be comparable to black. When I looked at the sky, the clouds are thick and the big mountain range slowly grows. What an ominous feeling. Nao Fumi. I had to check the map again because the road was cracked. Nao Fumi. Fyro, head towards the mountain Fyro, okay. Nao Fumi. Also you too, make sure to cover your mouth with a cloth. An epidemic seems to be spreading in this neighborhood. Raphtalia. Okay, before we arrive at a farm village, I also covered my mouth for a minimum amount of defense. Villager. Is that person peddling? Sorry, but in this village a plague is spreading cough. Please evacuate. A villager explained to us while having a painful coughing fit. Nao Fumi. I know. That's why I came to sell treatment medicine. Villager. Is that true? We're saved. The villager starts running and reporting that a peddler with medicine arrived. The situation seems to have become considerably tense. There is some anxiety about the amount I have. My anxiety comes true. It seems the whole village needs medicine. Villager. It's the carriage of the famous holy bird. The village is saved. Yuwa, such high expectations. If the medicine is not effective, my hard-earned trust will plummet. It can't be helped. Nao Fumi. Where are the fellows who need medicine? I should use the most effective method of giving them the medicine personally. Villager, here. Saint Sama, though I've been called a saint for a while now, it feels a little unsettling. Still, it's a lot better than being looked at with disgust as the hero of the shield. We were guided to a building where the people with the most serious symptoms were gathered. This is probably an isolation facility. There is a graveyard at the back and several brand new grave posts were seen. No wonder this place smells of death. I'm sure this is an unpleasant atmosphere exclusive to graveyards and hospitals. I'm not confident that this will be solved with only treatment medicine. I shouldn't be conceited because I deciphered a mere intermediate class recipe. Moreover, if the treatment medicine is not effective, then we're screwed. But if the treatment medicine works, I'll be able to make a large sum of money. Still, it's unsettling. Even though the deciphering was difficult, the effects may not necessarily be that much better. Next time I stop by the pharmacy, I'll ask for a high-class recipe book. Nao Fumi. I would like to see you, wife. Villager. Okay, I woke up a woman who won't stop coughing and give the medicine little by little. Light spreads around the woman. Was it effective? Color returned to the woman's face. That's great. It seems to have worked. Nao Fumi. Next. When I looked up, all the villagers were staring at me with their eyes open wide in surprise. Nao Fumi. What's wrong? Villager. The child who was laid next to the woman is pointed at. Some time ago, he was coughing just as bad as the woman. He's dead? I confirmed the child's. Brief. What a relief, he's still alive. However, he was just having a coughing fit. Why has it stabilized? Nao Fumi, what happened? Villager. When the saint gave my wife medicine, the breathing of the child next to her also seems to have softened. Is this due to the effect of medicine effect range expansion, small? If the range increases, it will be too useful. It seems to be able to produce a similar effect of the medicine up to 1 meter of the surroundings. Just how much potential is hidden within this shield? But with this range, it will hardly be useful in combat. I'm considering clustering people up within 1 meter, unless the effect diminishes. Now for me. I'll explain the story later. The medicine has an effective radius of 1 meter when drunk. Gather up. Villager. Oh, okay. Because the manpower is insufficient, the patients were carried into the vicinity by Phiro and Raphtalia. This will save medicine. The treatment of the isolation facility was finished quite early, but it only suppresses the symptoms. I am unable to completely cure the sickness. Now for me. Is this the limit of the treatment medicine, villager? Thank you very much. Even though I was thanked while being unable to fix the situation, I do not feel satisfied. The risk of being infected becomes apparent, and I can't exterminate the sickness. Now for me. That reminds me, where did this sickness come from? Was there an epidemic or something? This is no ordinary disease. This illness is quite formidable for the treatment medicine to only be this effective. There is also a risk that we are infected. We might have to flee as quickly as possible. Villager, it seems the treatment master found that the cause is from a demon that lives within the mountains. No for me. Give me the details. Villager, then he. A treatment master is an occupation that is proficient in recovery magic and medicine, quite similar to a doctor in my world. The treatment master was compounding medicine to combat the illness and came by the isolation facility to help out. Now for me. Can you make high-class treatment medicine? Treatment master. Yes. I am working on it now. Due to your help with the saint medicine, I can get back to work on it. Now for me. Hurry it up. The treatment isn't complete yet. They will relapse sooner or later, treatment master. Oh, okay. Now for me. Wait. I stopped the treatment master who was about to run. Now for me. I heard you explain the cause of this sickness is from the mountains. Explain. Treatment master. Ah, yes. About a month ago, Hero of the Sword Sama got rid of a huge dragon in the mountain range territory. Speaking of which, I heard that rumor too. Treatment master. Dragons usually make a stronghold in rural areas. But this dragon was a straggler and builds his nest near the village. Now for me. What does that have to do with anything? Treatment master. At one time, the villagers gathered to watch the feat of the hero. So the adventurers go up the mountain and brought back the materials of the dragon that Hero Sama defeated. It seems that excellent weapons or armor can be made with the materials of a dragon. Quite enviable. Now for me then. Treatment master. Here is the main issue. All the good material was taken and this deserted village was lively again thanks to it. However, the corpse of the dragon began to rot and a problem appeared. The adventurers who went to see the corpse got sick. Now for me. Understood. Is the corpse the cause of this illness? Treatment master. Most likely. Although all the materials of the dragon were taken, the corpse was left. The meat. If the dragon rots, then what's affected will be the neighborhood. Some gourmets may want it, but adventurers have no use for decaying meat. Though I have no idea how dragon meat is treated in this world. It might be delicious, but we don't know. The entrails left behind, especially the liver, will rot easily. Rin, that bastard seems to be after the materials, so the entrails are discarded. There's also the heart. It probably works very well with magic. Now for me. Since the cause is known, you should quickly dispose of it. Treatment master. Removal is impossible for the farmers of this neighborhood. The mountain range is infested by evil demons. Now for me. Then ask some adventurers. Treatment master. By the time we noticed, the ecosystem of the mountains changed dramatically and poison was mixed into the air. Any common adventurer gets sick immediately. Moreover, adventurers were warned not to approach due to the epidemic. Rin, that guy, dispose of the corpse properly. Rin is the youngest hero. I didn't know things rot until I was a high school student. Besides, that guy is the hero most familiar with games. Even if it is a product of science fiction called VRMMO. It can be said that it is hard to tell the difference between a game and real life. This result seems to have been inevitable. Treatment master. Saint Sama, what will you do? Now for me. Did you report to the country? Treatment master. Yes. Medicine is scheduled to arrive shortly. Now for me. What about the heroes? Treatment master. There is little possibility of them appearing because they are busy. He seems to be referring to Motoyasu and Ren. It is unbearably provoking. Now for me. Has the request fee to the country already been paid? Treatment Master. Yes, now for me. Can you get it back if you cancel it? The treatment master looked at me with wide open eyes. Treatment Master. Is the Saint Sama going to go? Now for me. How long will it be until you finish the medicine anyway? Treatment Master. It should be in half a day. Now for me. All right, I'll go get rid of the dragon corpse. Give the request fee to the country to me instead. Treatment Master. Ununderstood. Thus, we went to dispose of a dragon corpse in a mountain. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Chapter 43. Curse series. The influence of the mountain has turned the land into nothing but barren rock. We advanced slowly along a mountain path in the east of the country. It's been 30 minutes since beginning to climb, while Phiro is running and kicking a demon. Right now, we have treatment medicine and antidotes due to the poisonous air. By the way, we left the carriage at the village and only bringing a wagon before heading out. Phiro, no. Many of Phiro's memories are in here. Phiro, this fellow, she absolutely wants to pull everything. I'll ditch you here. You were born last month and you're already talking about life? Well, I can understand her attachment to the carriage because she has been pulling it for 90% of her life. There are many demons here that are from the poison class, such as Poison Tree and Poison Frog. I diligently let my shield absorb it all after we defeated them. Requirements for Poison Tree Shield have been revealed. Requirements for Poison Frog Shield have been revealed. Requirements for Poison Bee Shield have been revealed. Requirements for Poison Fly Shield have been revealed. All the poison resistance bonuses have been displaced and have become status up as equipment bonuses. The sole exception is the Poison Bee Shield. Bee Needle Shield 2, unsealing completed. Equipment bonus, attack power 1 special effect. Shield of Stinger, small. Bee Poison, poison. The defensive power hasn't really changed from the Bee Needle Shield, but the paralysis poison can now be changed to poison damage over time. Well, enough of that. It seemed the enemies are appearing quite frequently. Even after defeating them, another one just takes its place. Certainly, the wind is full of poison which scattered a plague. This is definitely too severe for a normal adventurer. Now for me. There is no point to killing them all. Phiro, run through. Raphtalia and I ride the wagon while giving instructions to Phiro. Okay. Phiro pulled the wagon and plowed through at full power. Some experience was occasionally gained while running over enemies. Along the way, Phiro ran over a sludge-like demon, but because there was no time, I didn't get to absorb it. And after a few minutes, now for me. Is this our final destination? I saw the corpse of a dragon, leaking poisonous miasma and releasing a foul odor into the air. The size is around 10 meters, and it resembles a Western-style dragon. However, the features can't be made out anymore. The extent to which it is rotten has made it hard for even the original color to be seen. All that's left is black miasma-like skin. It seems the fatal injury would be a single blow to the abdomen. There is a big scar in the abdomen, exposing its internal organs and releasing a putrid smell. Poison flies gathered around the rotten meat of the dragon. This is quite disgusting. Phiro, I'm hungry now for me. Is your appetite so great you can still eat after looking at that? Phiro began eating the food in the wagon. Now for me. Raphtalia, are you okay? Raphtalia, why up? I need to make sure Raphtalia is okay because her respiratory system is weak and the miasma will damage it even more. Now for me. Take a rest as if it gets hard. Raphtalia. Okay. I checked out the other side of the corpse while swatting poison flies. The fingernails, scales, skin, and wings are all gone. Even the tongue was taken. Seem to have been stripped by Run and the adventurers. It's not an exaggeration to call all that is left bones and meat. Excluding an extremely small portion of skin, there is nothing left. The smell is extremely nasty. This is definitely severe. I might be faring better than Raphtalia because of my poison resistance. I have no idea about Phiro. Now for me. Raphtalia, exterminate the poison flies. Phiro, come dismantle the corpse with me. It's too big for my shield to absorb. I should let my shield absorb all of it. There is a risk of the soil getting corrupted as well if I bury it. Phiro. Okay, Phiro finishes her meal with a bloated belly and nods. Phiro, I feel a little sick. Now for me. That's because you're overeating. I approached the corpse to dismantle it as planned. Goso. Now for me. Did it just breathe? Raphtalia. The dragon's corpse seems to have begun to move. Oh my. It probably looked like it because of the poison flies flocking on the corpse. Garori. Yup. Just my imagination. The dragon's corpse began to move and got on its hands and knees in attack mode. Zombie dragon. Jiwa. Oh. The dragon raised its head and unleashed a roar with its fangless mouth. Naofumi. How the hell can it move? Raphtalia. Naofumi-sama, please calm down. The corpse of the dragon. No. The zombie dragon began to move as I shouted. What the hell? This is too much for us. The level is unknown and any ability this zombie dragon has is unknown. What is wrong with this world? The zombie dragon turned to face us while regenerating each organ. A part of the wing and tail is regenerated. I don't know whether the fangs and claws will regenerate too. It seems to be liquidizing the rotting meat and turning it into its wings and tail. The fatal wound on the abdomen was closing and the internal organs were regenerating. Dealing with this is impossible for me. Naofumi, let's escape. Raphtalia. But Phiro is all ready. Raphtalia pointed at the dragon zombie. Phiro, Teria. At that moment, Phiro jumped on the zombie dragon and kicked it in the head. There was a nice smack and the dragon zombie bends backwards. Naofumi, that's unexpected. Can we fight it? Phiro's offensive power is high and there are no fangs or claws on this zombie dragon. We may be able to win, but the opponent does not have the concept of stamina. However, there is a risk of the zombie dragon coming for the village if we escape there. Of course, there is also the possibility of it returning to its territory. But it might regenerate everything next time, so it must be defeated now. Naofumi, don't be rash. Phiro, okay. Naofumi, all right, we're stopping this thing here. Raphtalia, okay. The dragon roared threateningly and attacked. I change into the chimeric viper shield which has the highest defense, and I am able to block the dragon's attack. But, zombie dragon, Jiwa, oh. The zombie dragon shoots purple gas from its mouth at us. Raphtalia and Phiro run behind my back. I set up my shield and prepare to block the attack. Naofumi, ew, what is this? Raphtalia, cough, cough. The real nature of the breath attack is high concentrated poisonous gas. Even with my poison resistance, I felt breathlessness and dizziness. I had a coughing fit while Raphtalia behind me is barely able to breathe. While the zombie dragon was shooting its breath, Phiro, who seemingly unaffected by the gas, kicked it and made it stop. Naofumi, are Raphtalia, are you all right? Raphtalia, cough, 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 dash. Raphtalia wanted to answer me with tears in her eyes, but she was just coughing nonstop. This might be really bad. Phiro and I can fight, but Raphtalia is out. Naofumi, Raphtalia, hurry up and get back. There is an antidote in the carriage. Drink it and rest. Raphtalia, cough, cough. Raphtalia desperately points towards the zombie dragon. I turned around and see what's happening. In just a second, the zombie dragon opened its mouth and swallowed Phiro, who is jumping over it. Naofumi, a bagan. A loud sound echoes, and from the zombie dragon's mouth crimson liquid drips down. Naofumi, Phiro. My mind blanks out, and I don't understand anything that Raphtalia is doing. The bird who acts like a pampered child ever since being born a month ago, always clinging to me, hugging me. Memories of Phiro were recalled and shone like a revolving lantern. What happened? Something. The zombie dragon chewed its mouth several times. Something red leaks out of it, and then the zombie dragon swallowed with a large gulp. Raphtalia, cough. Raphtalia slapped my cheek strongly. I have tears in my eyes. The situation is only getting worse as I am lost in my own world. However, all I felt was the anger from my heart after losing an important companion right before my eyes. Power, do you desire it? I thought I heard a voice from the shield. I looked at my shield almost unconsciously and listened for the voice. Everything, do you wish for it? Doken, my heartbeat is stronger. I remember the feeling that is produced from the darkness shield. It's the same feeling after that fight with Motoyasu. The skill tree section of the shield appeared. The skill tree screen turns inside out, and a weird background that is neither black nor red appeared another skill tree. Curse series, this phrase reverberates in my mind. The shield glows brightly. Curse series shield of Fury Mortar shield unsealing completed. Equipment bonus, skill change shield, attack, Iron Maiden special effect, self-burning curse physical strength improvement. Being born from the heart, killer shield. On this shield is a particular explanation. Am I even conscious? I hold my hand over the shield with these feelings. Shield of fury. Intense feelings were released from the shield, and the shield changes with a red and black light. There was a crimson shield with decorations of abominations and flames. Doken. Consciousness was swallowed in anger. I hate everything in this world. Everything in this world is black. All there is left are shadows sneering at me. I am ruled by a single emotion. Zombie dragon. Although a big black shadow stretched its arm towards me. Now for me. UWAH. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Chapter 44. Shield of Rage. Now for me. UWAH. I unleashed a roar which rivaled the dragon's and caught the arm of the shadow with the shield. I don't feel pain or anything else. Zombie dragon. GY. The black shadow mouth distorts in astonishment and sneered at me. Ridiculous. Now for me. Die. I caught the black shadow and throw it. The black shadow flew while roaring in surprise. Zombie dragon. Gio. However, the shadow gets up immediately and rushed to attack. Can this shield attack an enemy? Not available. The black shadow attacks me with its tail and arms, knocking me to my knees. Now for me. It's not working. The attack of the black shadow is not effective on me. Now for me, huh? Are you stupid? Though, I don't have any means to defeat it. After that thought, a black flame immediately appeared around my arm, and it burned the tail and arms of the black shadow. Zombie dragon. GYO. The shadow was surprised at that fact and fell down. Now for me. HM. Is there a counterattack offensive ability in here? The shadow is keeping its distance, seemingly afraid. Now for me. Are you begging for your life now? It's too late for forgiveness. I slowly recite a skill. Now for me. Iron Maiden. However, the skill is not activated and a skill tree appeared in my view. Shield prison dash, change shield, attack, dash Iron Maiden. Is this the activation conditions? That's troublesome. I suppose to trigger the counterattack, I have to trick the shadow into hitting me. Now for me. Wait for me. I'll kill you by any means possible. The shadow swings its arm at me, frightened by my murderous intent and anger. My shield was raised to intercept the arm, and a black flame engulfed it. It roasted the meat and melted the bone. This amount of heat is insufficient. I want to erase the existence itself. Zombie dragon. OT. I see. The angrier I get, the more powerful the shield of fury get. That's simple. All I have to do is remember my feelings for those bastards. Main Sophia, or was her name Malti? I feel angry just remembering that name. Next is Trash King, Moto Yasu, Run, and Itsuki. I remember the things they did to me one by one. Hate. I want to kill them. My anger begins to dissolve into the crimson shield, staining it black. Now for me. This time I'll kill everyone. I catch the arm of the shadow, and everything is erased, exterminated by the flames of indignation. The flame wrapped around the entire shadow and consumes it all. Somebody touches my hand. Doken. This is the same gentle feeling as that time. Raphtalia. I am different from the whole world which tortures and shuns Naofumisama. I'll say it as many times as it takes. Naofumisama won't do something like that. My visibility, warped by darkness, slightly shakes. Somewhere inside of me, a voice is warning me that if I give in to the anger, I will lose what's most precious to me. I want to deny it. But, Raphtalia, please believe me. I am convinced that Naofumi-sama didn't commit any crime. You are a great hero of the Shield-sama, who gave me medicine to save my life and taught me how to live. I am your sword, and I will follow you no matter what road you take. A voice whispered to me, don't be consumed by the urge to kill. There is something you must protect. Did you forget your anger? I did not forget, but I want to repay the person who so sincerely believes in me. Do you defy me? Do not order me. I will decide for myself. I am always here, waiting for an opening. The black voice disappears, and my view becomes bright. Raphtalia, cough. Cough. When I noticed, Raphtalia was holding my hand while trying to hold down her coughing. Now, Fumi. Are you okay? She had suffered terrible burns. There is no enemy here that can use fire. Just, what? Ow. Special effect of the Shield of Fury, self-burning curse. Now, Fumi. Raphtalia. Raphtalia. Cook dash, Raphtalia smiles and collapses. Because of me, Raphtalia suffered serious wounds. Now for me. I am the hero of the shield who commands the origin of power. I have read and deciphered a law of nature. I call forth the power of nature to heal. Now for me. Fast heal. Now for me. I am the hero of the shield who commands the origin of power. I have read and deciphered a law of nature. I call forth the power of nature to heal. Now for me. Fast heal. Now for me. I am the hero of the shield who commands the origin of power. I have read and deciphered a law of nature. I call forth the power of nature to heal. Now for me. Fast heal. Until my magic power run out, I did not stop healing. Raphtalia. Raphtalia is the only person who believed in me. There are severe burns. Using beginner-class recovery magic is insufficient for treatment. I must hurry to the wagon and use the healing ointments. Zombie dragon. Gio. I turned around and saw the zombie dragon roar. It faces us and uses its breathe while attacking with its unburnt arm. Now for me. Get out of my way. I intercept the zombie dragon's attack by raising my arm. The shield shines with a black light and activates self-curse burning. Now for me. Stop it. The shield stopped as if responding to my voice. If the shield activates again here, it will also burn Raphtalia. I cannot do such a thing. However, the poison breath is very bad for Raphtalia's vitality. As if in response to my intentions, the shield burns only the poison breath. But this output is not enough to earnestly slaughter the enemy. What should I do? The urge to kill and anger is always supplied to me from the shield. I try to hold it down somehow, as to not be swallowed by rage again. My highest priority now is to return to the wagon quickly and treat Raphtalia. Protecting Raphtalia is all that's left of my reasoning. Zombie dragon. GY. While in the midst of attacking and defending, the zombie dragon begins scratching at its chest painfully. Now for me. What is going on? What on earth is happening? Is the self-curse burning it from the inside? Zombie dragon. GYLO. Eventually, the dragon stops moving and returns to its original corpse form. Now is not the time to observe the situation. There seem to be no more poison flies buzzing around. They probably escaped as a result of the zombie dragon's rampage. I returned to the wagon with Raphtalia and rubbed the burn cure made from healing ointments and medical herbs on Raphtalia's burns. And an antidote was given to Raphtalia. Raphtalia. Now Fumisama. Raphtalia's breathing becomes quiet and opens her eyes to smile at me. Now Fumi. Are you okay? Raphtalia. Yeah. Thank you for the medicine, now Fumisama. Still, her burns are quite severe. Though the simple burns were cured with the medicine. Because the effect was from black magic, a black trace is left. Though it's a little better, a complete recovery seems unlikely. Raphtalia. I am fine. Hurry. The dragon, now Fumi. The zombie dragon isn't moving anymore, Raphtalia. That's not it. Dispose of the corpse quickly. Now Fumi. Okay. Raphtalia's strong gaze was directed at the corpse of the dragon. Now Fumi. Is it safe to leave it here? Raphtalia. If it gets up again, we have no way to fight it. Now Fumi. I see. Okay. I got off the wagon and walked towards the corpse of the dragon. It is necessary to dismantle the dragon and then let my shield absorb it. And Phiro. Even if it's only a corpse, I have to at least make a grave. When approaching the corpse, I noticed its internal organs were wriggling. What on earth is going to happen? I can barely fight in this state. Shield of Fury. It's a dangerous shield that erodes the mind, but it provides strong physical defense and a strong counterattack. I still haven't recovered from when I used it earlier, so I changed to the Chimeric Viper shield. But I get ready to respond to anything while taking a stance. And I approach the corpse. The wriggling stops in one place. It's getting eaten? The chest is broken and something appeared. Phiro, Poha. A familiar bird that was dripping with rotten liquid walked out of the corpse of the dragon. Phiro, Fu. Finally Phiro is out. No, Fumi. Phiro? Are you safe? Are you not injured? Phiro, yup. Phiro doesn't feel hurt. No, Fumi. Then, what about the blood that came out when you were eaten? Phiro, blood? Phiro threw up all the food inside the dragon. Did Phiro eat the red fruit that resembles tomatoes? Is that why it looked like blood was dripping? She certainly was eating before the battle. No, Fumi. Don't scare me like that. I thought you died. Phiro. An attack of that level is not even painful. Phiro isn't even itchy. Is this a bird or a monster? No, it is in fact a demon. Honestly, I am surprised. Phiro. Master, were you worried about Phiro? Naofumi, I don't know. Phiro. Master is embarrassed, Naofumi. Do I have to kill you myself this time? Phiro. No, Osai. She's safe. That's great. I'm angry at the smirking Phiro, though. I'll remember this. Naofumi. So what did you do? Phiro. Oh right. There was a big crystal that shined purple inside the stomach of the dragon. So Phiro tore it up, and it stopped. Naofumi. What does that mean? Was the foundation of that zombie dragon the big crystal? The place where Phiro came out, the heart? But such a thing. Because it's a dragon? Did the magic that stay in the body all gather in the heart and crystallize? That might be possible. Naofumi. So, the crystal? Phiro. Jeffo. Yup. She ate it. I want to smack this fellow. Phiro. Phiro left a little. A souvenir for Master. After saying so, Phiro passes me a small purple fragment. What can I do with this? First, I'll let the shield absorb half. As I thought, the amount of skill trees unlocked and level is insufficient. Naofumi. Because Raphtalia is hurt, Phiro dispose of the corpse with me. Phiro. Okay. Honestly, this bird really surprises me. I watch Phiro and think. At that time, if I didn't give in to the anger. After I changed the shield to defeat an enemy for Phiro, I completely lost to the anger after that. If Raphtalia did not stop me, I might have even burned Phiro. Anger. The shield which was cursed. Were you trying to take over the consciousness of the hero? All that I can say is, it gave me an uncontrollable urge to kill. At that time, that was all I could think about. Phiro. Itade kamasu. Naofumi. Hey Phiro, don't eat that meat. It's rotten. Phiro. Meat that's about to go bad is the most delicious, Master. Naofumi. This one isn't going bad. It's completely rotten. And without any tension, the zombie dragon was disposed of. Though, I couldn't level any skill trees with the bone and meat of the dragon. Still, the dragon zombie's skin and dragon's bone seem to be useful, so I'll put in the wagon. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Chapter 45. The results of peddling this is a curse, isn't it? After hurrying back to the village, I got Raphtalia to see the healers about her burns that I had caused. Healer. Even so, this kind is quite strong. The dragon corpse on the mountain had a curse that was this strong. Naofumi. No. That is, wondering how I was going to answer, I stammered. Raphtalia. Yes, I made a mistake and was accidentally burned by the dragon. Raphtalia smiled while looking in my direction as if to say it was a secret. Naofumi. Can you do anything about it? If it's money, I'll pay whatever you need. Raphtalia is a girl after all. If she has black marks like this, she would stand out, which would be troublesome. Healer. It's not that it's impossible, but, during the preparation, the healers bring a bottle of transparent liquid to the room. Healer. It is quite powerful. It could heal her soon. Naofumi. What is that? Healer. It's holy water. To cure a curse, it's best to use holy power. Naofumi. I see. It seems the injuries would be slow to heal due to the effect of the cursed shield until fully healed. That is very dangerous. There is no clear distinction between friend and foe. In addition, there is a counter effect on allies. I can't even think about using it. Also, after looking at the shield tree, the unsealing wasn't progressing at all. It was only for a short time, but I cannot unseal that shield. I remember having that sort of hunch. Healer. Soak the holy water into the bandage. The healers apply the holy water-soaked bandage to Raphtalia's blackened wounds. Healer. Sorry, it's so simple for now. Please use powerful holy water made by the church in a large town if possible. Naofumi. How much will it heal? Healer. To be honest, it's a fairly strong curse. Whether it can be truly cured when it comes to the work of dragons. The truth is that I did it though. But to think the curse was so powerful that it could be considered the work of a dragon. Naofumi. All right. How much more medicine will be needed? Treatment Master. This is all I can do for now. Saint Sama, please help the people who are suffering from the illness. Naofumi. Okay. I left Raphtalia in the room with the treatment master and head to the building where they gather the sick. As expected of medicine made by a professional, the sickness that could not be cured with my treatment medicine was easily cured by this. I felt relieved looking at the sick people breathing calmly in their sleep. I want strength, but not from relying on that kind of shield. Saving someone from sickness is significant, but I still curse my weakness. There may come a time where even Phiro could get hurt. Thankfully, she was fine this time. My head blanked in an instant when I thought she died. I've thought this many times. This world is not a game. Nobody will revive if they die. I watched the graveyard behind the isolation facility deep in thought. I was betrayed and swindled, but I want to protect the people who believe in me no matter what. I returned to the treatment room and spoke to Raphtalia, who is wrapped in bandages. Now, Fumi. I'm sorry, Raphtalia. It's all right, now, Fumi, but... Raphtalia, I was afraid. Afraid that Nao Fumi-sama went somewhere far away. Nao Fumi, yeah. Raphtalia. That power, it's trying to drag Nao Fumi-sama somewhere. That's what I feel. Therefore, this is a cheap price to pay if I was able to stop Nao Fumi-sama. Raphtalia's laughing expression pierces my heart. I must absolutely protect her. With determination, I swear not to lose to that shield. Nao Fumi. Raphtalia, is your sickness cured? Raphtalia, it should be all right for now. Nao Fumi. Next time I administer medicine, stay close to me. It will serve as prevention. Raphtalia. Okay. Thus, we slept in the village that day. We worked on the extermination of the epidemic as hard as possible on the next day. I asked the treatment master if I could help make the medicine, and the work was completed earlier than scheduled. I was hoping to learn some things from him, but I had something else to do right now. People suffering from illness disappeared, and the village becomes peaceful again. Raphtalia, where will we pedal next? Did you ask the treatment master on how to make medicine? Procuring holy water for Raphtalia is top priority now, but I do want to learn how to make high-class medicine. Raphtalia, Nao Fumi-sama? Won't the wave start soon? That reminds me. What Raphtalia says returned me from my thoughts. I hastily opened the arrival prediction window. There are only 3.5 days left. Nao Fumi, this is bad. We only have a little over 3 days remaining. Preparations will be insufficient. Nao Fumi. Phiro, let's hurry to the castle town. Phiro, Roger village chief. Saint-sama this. I was presented a bag full of money by the village chief. Village chief, Saint-sama this is the money you asked for. Please accept it. Come to think of it, my real identity is still hidden. Nao Fumi. Yeah. I receive the bag of money and count how much is inside. I put half in another bag and return it village chief. Nao Fumi. It wasn't my power alone. This is for the outstanding treatment master who is in this village. Hand it to him. Village chief. Oh, okay. Yup, it would have been really dangerous this time if that treatment master was not here. Because just suppressing the illness is already my limit. That person contributed just as much. Nao Fumi. See ya. Village chief. Thank you very much. The group of villagers saw us off together. When these guys know my real identity, will they look at me in disgust? It's a complicated feeling. I stow it away in the corner of my head, because there are preparations to be made. I can't care about the condition of the carriage at a time like this. We rushed to the castle town. There was a rumor about a carriage that was roaring down the road with frightening speed after that day. On the way, Phiro, master something is Nao Fumi. I come out of the carriage. Wild Philorial A appears. Wild Philorial B appears. Wild Philorial C appears. Wild Philorials, Gua. Phiro looked at the Philorial with an astonished expression. Philorial A, B and C looked at Phiro with the same expression and ran away. Nao Fumi, what was that? Running away right when encountering. That is the behavior pattern of rare monsters that have delicious experiences, points, and money. Though, I can't expect a lot of experience from Philorials in such a place. Maybe they were just surprised to see a Philorial queen and ran away. Phiro, what an appetizing bird. Whenever we pass someone, they have one. Nao Fumi. They are from the same family as you. I noted that Phiro is licking her lips. Is there anything this fellow doesn't see as food? It is scary that she is likely to perform cannibalism. Phiro. Master, if we chase now we can still kill them. Nao Fumi. Stop it. It's still not too late now. This fellow has no sense of tension at all. That reminds me, I did not check our LVL after the fight with the zombie dragon. Me LVL 38 Raphtalia LV 40 Phiro, LV 40. Star? Nao Fumi. Hey, Do you guys know of the star next to your LVLS? I have a bad feeling. What could it be? Raphtalia? No. Phiro. Phiro has no idea. Let's see, help. I don't understand it. I can't find anything on the... At long last, we arrived at the castle town. Now, Fomi. Let's go to the old man and get some weapons and armor to prepare for the wave after a long absence. The old man from the weapons shop just watches us with a hand on the middle of his forehead and seems to be lost in thought. Old man. Hey lad, don't just appear so suddenly. Now, Fomi. Don't you know sudden events go hand in hand with business? Old man. Well, that's true. So what's your budget? Now, Fomi. Let's see. I put my month's earnings on the counter in front of the old man. It's about 4 large bags of money. Now, Fomi. This is all the silver coins. Old man. Count properly, lad. How did you make such a killing? Now, Fomi. Ha ha. This is the result of peddling, old man. Seriously. What a surprising hobby for you to have, now, Fomi. It's not unfortunate. Old man. Well, did you count how much there is? Now, Fomi. The contents of the money bags were counted by Raphtalia, the old man, and me. Old man. So, how did the missy get injured? The old man points at Raphtalia while counting money. Raphtalia. Earlier I received a powerful curse attack by a powerful demon. I stopped counting and looked at Raphtalia. Old man. Yeah, curses are troublesome. Did you get any treatment? Now, Fomi. Yeah. After this we will go buy some holy water at the church. Old man. I see. Why are you lying? Is it because it's a curse that I gave? Phew. Now, Fomi. After buying equipment, can I request a carriage made of metal? Old man. Don't order anything from me, lad. Now, Fomi. You can't do it? Old man. Well, I'm familiar with dealing with metal, though it may look like a lot, but there is surprisingly little after being converted from silver coins. Old man. This is equivalent to 70 gold coins. Lad, your earnings are tremendous. Now, Fomi. I am aware of my business talents, though I'm not sure if I actually possess such talents. I am conceited. I feel like I have done a few things similar to merchants of death. Now, Fomi. Oh, right. There is various equipments taken off of thieves. I gave instructions to Phiro, who has been restless within the goods store, and told her to bring in the various armors from the carriage. Now, Fomi. This is for trade-ins, old man. Lad, this is too much. Now, Fomi. How much equipment can I get with only this much? Old man. Let's see. The missy can get a new weapon and you can get some gauntlets. The old man is rather impressive, and I start to think. Old man. I am thankful that you're favoring my shop, but go to another shop to trade in. Now, Fomi. What do you mean? Old man. Recently, the other heroes haven't been seen, so you could go check out the other excellent shops. Now, Fomi. I haven't considered that. Because they have knowledge from games, the possibility of knowing where they can get better equipment than from the old man's shop is quite high. Let's assume that the best shop in this city is the old man's. Are they somewhere in another country? Now, Fomi. Do you have any idea? Old man. There might be something in the neighboring country. Now, Fomi. Your shop is good enough. I'd rather not waste time on speculations. Old man. Lad. Now, Fomi. Even the worst weapons and armors I've seen you make are quite good. Is that a skill? Old man. What are you saying? I was a disciple of a master craftsman in the East when I was young. Now, Fomi. Exactly. I'll be in your care because it's efficient. Old man. Lad. I understand. I'll live up to your expectations. The old man left the counter and started browsing the wares in his own shop. Old man. Let's see. For the missy, a high-class magic sword should be adequate. Needless to say, the blood-clean coating will be applied after it's completed. It cost 10 gold. Of course, there were some trade-ins included in the 10 gold. Old man. Next is magic silver armor that has a magic defense within an appropriate range. Now, Fomi. Magic defense. Old man. The process of absorbing the magical power of the wielder to boost defense. Now, Fomi. I see. I want to make Raphtalia's defense as high as it can because there is a possibility I could hurt Raphtalia. The old man moves 10 pieces of gold again. It's quite expensive. But, now, Fomi. Hey, isn't there better equipment that I can buy? Old man. The metal carriage and the missy's treatment will be quite expensive. Also, it is absurd to have equipment that doesn't balance with you. Now, Fomi. That makes sense. Old man. This is also the limit for equipment around here for now. Now, Fumi. So that's why. I'll take the old man's word for it if the equipment is good enough. Old man. From here on out it needs to be custom-made. Come back later. Now, Fumi. So for the trouble, but the wave comes in 3 days. Will it be done in time? Old man. I won't have enough time if I have to procure the materials. That's what I figured. Old man. I already have various materials, but it's not enough. Now, Fumi. Well, can you use the skin of a decaying dragon? Old man. That's not a problem. What are you going to do, lad? Now, Fumi. What am I going to do? Old man. I can lighten the heavy equipment because you prefer it, and I can make new equipment with any materials you bring. Now, Fumi. By the way, will the performance be good? Old man. It can be done easily. The durability will be good too. Now, Fumi. By the way, would the performance go up if you add bone to the armor? Similar to the armor of the savage tribes. Old man. I was going to recommend that. Chimera and dragon materials are amazing. It would be perfect to protect the core of the armor with dragon skin too. The core of the armor was that souvenir from Fyro and a certain dragon. It seems it will become some good armor. Now, Fumi. Then, can I order it? Old man. Thanks for business. There will be extra fees for processing costs and material charges. After saying so, the old man moves another 5 pieces of gold and takes the materials to the inner part of the counter. Old man. I can put the bone armor onto what you already have equipped. Now, Fumi. Okay. I go to the changing room to change and put the armor on the counter. Fyro, master is just like a villager. Now, Fumi. Shut up, this bird has a foul mouth. Fyro. Hey, what about Fyro? Now, Fumi. You're getting a new carriage. I made the arrangements with the old man for a metal carriage. It was quite costly. It cost me 10 gold coins. Well, there were some bonuses added in. Fyro. Fyro wants armor like Raftalia, Wani-san, and Master. Now, Fumi. No, Fyro. I want it. I want it. I want it. I'm pretty frustrated by this bird's whining. Old man. Don't be like that, lad. I'll do you a favor and lend you the equipment for that little bird, Missy. No, Fumi. You see. I tell him this fellow's offensive ability already surpasses Raftalia, and that's with her bare hands. That is already sufficient. Now, Fumi. Is there anything? Old man. Does the bird Missy usually fight in her demon form? Now, Fumi. Yeah. Old man. Well then that's outside of my jurisdiction. It's not impossible to acquire equipment from demon shops though. Now, Fumi. Demon trader. I am reminded of that nasty smile. The gentleman in my imagination. Old man. Do you need me to introduce you? Now, Fumi. No, I know someone. Should we go meet him? Old man. Then, come back 2 days later for the equipment. Now, Fumi. Okay. So, old man. What's up? Now, Fumi. Do you know about the stars attached next to a LVL? Old man. Oh? Did you get strong enough to class up? Now, Fumi. Class up. Old man. The lad doesn't know? The class up is a growth limit breakthrough. When levels are raised to their limit, a class up can be done. After that, power can rise even further. What was that? In other words, it's a rite of passage for a job change in gaming terms. Unless a class up is performed, they can't get stronger? Old man. Originally, if you are a knight loyal to the country or a magician adventurer, you can get a class up. But will you be granted one as a hero? When I think about it, it was no wonder thief groups were so weak. The highest LV is 40. Using the fact that unworthy adventurers and villages cannot class up, power is managed. The reason is that if the country does not deem you trustworthy, a class up is not granted. Old man. There are worries as to what direction to take during a class up. But if you get a star, then all the possibilities are open. Now, Fumi. Where can I class up? Old man. It can be done at the hourglass of the dragon's era. You can do it in such a place? No wonder the management was so strict. Then meeting the other heroes there, was it because of class up? I wonder what their levels are. As expected, I feel irritated. Now, Fumi. Then I'm going to head out. If it's possible, I should do it as quickly as I can. We left the weapon shop and hurried to the hourglass of the dragon's era. Because our carriage has reached its limit, we left it at the back of the weapon shop. Fyro is in human form. Raftalia, what are we going to do? Now, Fumi. Every day, I feel that there is some kind of weird atmosphere in the inn. It seems there were many people with birds similar to this fellow. That would be the result. Now, Fumi, now that I think about it, what exactly does class up expand? Raphtalia, I want to class up as per Naofumi-sama's request. Naofumi, stop that. Raphtalia, you must decide your own possibility yourself. In the games of old, the class change would let you choose between a light route and a dark route. The person in question has to make the choice themselves. Naofumi, when the wave is over and I return to my own world, you must live for yourself. Raphtalia, Naofumi-sama will go back. Naofumi, yeah, I have no attachments to this world either. There are people that I want to repay, but I will do that by saving the world. I do not wish to remain in such an unpleasant world. Raphtalia, can you take me with you? Naofumi, where? Where would you stay? If someone like Raphtalia comes to my world, it would look strange. Phiro wants to go too. Where are you going? Naofumi, Phiro is impossible. Phiro, really? Naofumi, oh well. Phiro, what class up do you want? Phiro wants to be able to spit poison. Naofumi, I was at a loss for words. All I can muster is, what is up with this bird? Was it that? Recently we've been fighting a lot of demons that had the ability to use poison, like that bio plant and zombie dragon. Naofumi, you're already poisonous enough, by that I mean your tongue. Phiro, really? Phiro exhales and checks her breath. Phiro, it's not coming out. Naofumi, that's not what I meant. Anyways, let's go. As for us, we head to the hourglass of the dragon's era full of expectations. Previous chapter, next chapter. Chapter 46. Exit by a kick. Again we arrived at the hourglass of the dragon's era. As usual, the facilities give off a solemn atmosphere. Sister, hero of the shield sama, right? Just like before, the sister stares at me with a suspicious expression. Naofumi, yeah. Sister, what do you want this time? Naofumi, I want to class up, sister, then. 15 gold per person. 15 gold. No matter how you look at it, that's too expensive. The sister's expression doesn't change, but her eyes are smiling. You want to make me look like a fool for not being able to pay? Naofumi, just 15 gold. I reluctantly reach for my bag of money and produce 30 gold coins. The sister's expression changes and produces a document. Sister, it is prohibited for the hero of the shield sama. Naofumi, what did you say? What does that mean? Sister, by the king's direct order, the hero of the shield is prohibited from getting a class up. That fucking king. I honestly want to kill him. I especially need stats, and to top it off, that ridiculous class up cost. Being turned down without even knowing about it. At this rate, it will be impossible to level up. Controlling any job changes without permission is just player control. Naofumi, don't joke around. Sister, that's the rules. In the first place, it is impossible for the hero of the shield sama. Naofumi, say that first. I burst into a fit of rage and knights start appearing from behind the reception. Naofumi, TCH. Fine, I get it. I stomp towards the hourglass of the dragon's era noisily. Seriously, everything about this is unpleasant, especially this country. Raphtalia, but what now? Raphtalia was troubled and muttered, this is certainly a big problem. Phiro, hey, what is that hourglass? Phiro wants to see more. Naofumi, hold it. While feeling unpleasant, I go take a look at the help section. Class up was found. Class up is a ceremony that expands the possibilities of members who become hero companions. Let's check the hourglass of the dragon's era. It is recommended that I do it after it appears. There is no growth limit for a hero. Heroes have no growth limit. Does that mean I can get past level 40? But this is still very unpleasant. If Raphtalia cannot class up, there will be problems with our attack power. Raphtalia, what should we do? Naofumi, can't be helped. We'll do this later. Fortunately, raising our levels was not scheduled until after this wave has passed. I'll think about it afterwards. There is also the trump card of having Raphtalia become an adventurer and acquire a class up recommendation that way. It can probably be done with more money. But there is no time now. Searching for that would also be especially difficult. That reminds me, the slave trader had slaves over level 40. Wasn't I going to go there anyway to get a weapon for Phiro? Motoyasu, what's that? I turned around and see Motoyasu pointing at me. Motoyasu, what are you doing? Naofumi, what? Don't apply some strange connection to me. Motoyasu, are you trying to play dumb? I know. The owner of that fat bird is you. Fat bird. Is he talking about Fyro? Naofumi. Come to think of it, how's your crotch? Motoyasu. It was almost crushed, thanks to this fucking guy. Naofumi. What? It wasn't destroyed? Don't joke around. To be kicked by such power and still not lose its function? Naofumi. You haven't lived up to my expectations. Motoyasu. You bastard dash, Naofumi. It's not me who did it. Why would your crotch be destroyed? I asked Raphtalia, who looks amazed. Oh right, Raphtalia was not there to witness this guy getting blown away. Raphtalia, why are you looking at me with pity? Naofumi. Because you missed a really refreshing moment? Raphtalia, I don't need to know such a thing. Motoyasu. Fine, hand over the fat bird. I'll kill him. Naofumi. You want my bird? What even happened? You are the one who approached carelessly. Motoyasu. Are you feigning ignorance? I was kicked whenever that bird spotted me. What did he say? Is it fate? Naofumi. What do you mean? Motoyasu. I said, whenever we meet with your fat bird, it chases me to kick. I look at Fyro. Then Fyro says, Fyro, yup. I kick him every time I see him, Naofumi. I see. That's great, Fyro. Raphtalia. Why are you praising her? I pat Fyro's head. I noticed that on Motoyasu's nice equipment, there is a crotch protector in the groin area. That is hilarious. This guy has a trauma. I burst out laughing. Naofumi. Ah. Motoyasu. That's enough, you bastard. Motoyasu's companions. That's right. Motoyasu-sama. Don't concern yourself with that unpleasant shield. What are you saying, you follower? That fucking woman's face is red while denouncing me. This is refreshing. Raphtalia. What a refreshing smile. I haven't seen Naofumi-sama smile like that before. Motoyasu. You dash. Motoyasu clenched his fist and grabbed my coat. Fyro. Master Fyro is hungry. The bird that cannot read the atmosphere asserted itself. Motoyasu's gaze turns to her. Peta. Motoyasu stiffens when he makes eye contact with Fyro. What's the matter? Motoyasu. Dario Aoia. He takes a second look at me and throws a haymaker punch to my face, but I caught it. Naofumi. What was that? If you want to have a fight, use your spear, Motoyasu. Miss. Hurry up and run away. This guy is very dangerous. Motoyasu shouts in the direction of Fyro, trying to look like a good person. That's the fat bird you wanted to kill not long ago. Oh right, she's in her human form now. Is it because she's pretty? That does seem like Motoyasu. Fyro, master is not dangerous, right? Motoyasu, that is your master? Motoyasu's face is dyed with anger. Motoyasu, you have another slave again. Naofumi, what's with you? Do you have a problem because she's a woman? Motoyasu, wrong. I talk big. Motoyasu, amazing. This is the first time I saw such an ideal woman. Naofumi, huh? Motoyasu, I did not think a girl so similar to Flanchan would exist in the world. Who is that? It's a game character. That reminds me, Fyro's appearance is that of a certain pure daughter angel who is from a game in my world. Motoyasu, what a mo angel. Naofumi, shut up. I do not want to know your sexual preferences. Motoyasu, different worlds are the best. Motoyasu's tension reaches its climax. The moods of his followers are the opposite. I don't see the human being that flew into a rage a while ago. However, I see Fyro with a well-defined expression. Motoyasu. Miss, what is your name? Fyro. It's Fyro Naofumi. Don't just answer honestly. Motoyasu takes Fyro's hand affectionately. Motoyasu. This guy is probably working you like a coach horse. I will save you. Fyro. Well, Fyro doesn't pull the carriage like a horse. You should just accept it. That's the kind of race she is. Fyro pulled a heavy carriage every day for more than a month. Annoying, I don't see this ending well. Motoyasu. You bastard. Motoyasu is being noisy. I don't have a lot of time. I want to leave already. Motoyasu. Release Fyro-chan. Naofumi. This again. It didn't work for Raphtalia, so it's Fyro this time? Do you want to take away my subordinates so much? Motoyasu shouts with bloodthirst and turned his spear to me. At that time, Fyro, what are you doing to master? Fyro knits her eyebrows and asked. Motoyasu, don't worry, Fyro-chan. I will save you. You're not listening. completely in his own world. Now Fumi. Anyway, that fat bird you were looking for. That's Phiro. Motoyasu, now Fumi. You bastard. To say such a thing to a girl. Now Fumi. It's you. You're the one who has been calling Phiro that. You even said you wanted to kill her. Motoyasu, huh? This guy looks at me like I'm stupid. Though, I do call her a fat bird. Now Fumi. Anyway, stop comply-Phiro. Phiro will protect master. With a bowfin, Phiro returns to her true form. Motoyasu? What? Phiro raises her foot and kicks Motoyasu in the groin while he is dumbfounded. Motoyasu, I was able to see it. With a perplexed expression, Motoyasu flies over 10 meters while spinning. Furthermore, the crotch protector was shattered. Motoyasu, yuj. Were they destroyed this time? No, they were probably okay. There was a crotch protector. Now Fumi. Now then, let's ignore the fool and move on. Raphtalia's face is blue and is muttering awawawa. Still, his entourage is not trying to help him. Well, a lot of unpleasant feelings were blown away. I must give Phiro a reward. Now Fumi. All right, shall we go to the slave trader now? Phiro returns to her human form with a frightened expression. Phiro is going to be sold. Now Fumi. Don't worry, I'm not going to sell you. I'm going to buy you a reward. It seems she has been faithfully following orders, and whenever we come across Motoyasu, he is kicked, not to mention that blow just now. This good behavior must be rewarded. Now Fumi. I shall buy the equipment you wanted. Phiro, yay? Phiro also wants food too. Now Fumi. Yeah, definitely. Phiro. Then, Phiro wants food cooked by Master Naofumi. Very well. This will be special. Phiro, yay. Phiro begins skipping happily. Previous chapter, next chapter. Chapter 47. Welcome, slave trader. My. If it isn't Hiro-sama. Welcome. Naofumi. I certainly was not expecting this. We show up at the slave traders after the run-in with Motoyasu. Slave trader, what business do you have today? Naofumi. Putting that aside, I am quite concerned with how the slave trader is dressed. Even his subordinates. They are all wearing luxurious accessories that are shaped like wings. Naofumi. That wing design looks good, slave trader. Thanks to Hiro-sama. Yup, Naofumi, huh? Slave trader. These profits were due to the Hiro-sama peddling. Naofumi. What do you mean? I can think of several reasons, but none of them are too significant. Slave trader. First of all, is the infamous Falorial Queen. Many nobles with demon collections are trying to obtain one. Yup. So the reason his reputation rose is because Phiro was pulling the carriage. Well, she is certainly a rare demon. If someone wanted one, they would of course come to the slave trader and check. And whenever a noble comes, he just points them to my direction. While knowing that, I will not sell Phiro because of her rampage. Slave trader. So when they give up, they purchase various other demons. Yup, Naofumi. That's just like you. At the moment, the condition to become a Falorial Queen is uncertain. Otherwise, there would be a lot more sold. Will it become a queen if it's raised by a hero? 2 is not a good idea. Phiro alone is troublesome enough. Slave trader. Next, because Hiro-sama's slaves are seen, there is a rumor that my shop slaves are high quality, so I get some extra profits. Yup, it's Raphtalia this time, huh? Raphtalia is certainly a beauty with a great figure. Once people know where she came from, they would give them credit. Will everything I do raise the slave trader's reputation? Slave trader. So what do you need this time? Another slave? Maybe your cooperation on Falorial experiments. The slave trader rubs his hands together happily. Naofumi. No, I came for demon dealer business this time. Slave trader. Then Falorial experiments it is. Naofumi. That's not it. Are there only 2 options in this guy's head? Slave trader. So what do you need? Naofumi. I was wondering whether or not I could purchase equipment for Phiro here. Slave trader. Equipment. That can be done. The slave trader turned to observe Phiro. The slave trader hummed cheerfully as Phiro ran and hid behind my back. As expected, she is bad with him. Slave trader. Would a horseshoe-shaped weapon suffice? There is also armor made for Falorials. Armor is probably impossible. It is unreasonable to tailor-make something considering Phiro's body size. Naofumi. Do you have anything for charging? Slave trader. You could equip a helmet. To use when tackling Naofumi. The horseshoes might work since she is not a horse. Slave trader, what about the claws? Phiro, Phiro, what do you want? Phiro, were you too scared of the slave trader to listen? Now, Fumi, you can get a helmet or have shoes attached to your feet. Phiro, when Phiro transforms, it will dig into my skin. No, is the threat from the dressmakers still working? It would be no problem in her demon form, but it would be very heavy for her in human form. The horseshoe would dig into the foot too, and the size of the armor might not be correct. We head to the magic shop. It seems to be possible to add the string to metal plates, but it would be very expensive. The defense would not increase that much either. Slave trader, how about detachable claws? Yup. Now, Fumi. Phiro, is that fine? Phiro, yes, slave trader. We need to measure the size, so release her demon form, please. Yup, now, Fumi. Oh, right, Phiro. Okay. With a bowfin, Phiro returns to her demon form and sticks her foot out. A subordinate of the slave trader measure the size of Phiro's foot. Slave trader, she is considerably larger than an average Philorial. Now, Fumi. Is there any you can prepare immediately? Slave trader, I think we have one just barely her size. Are you all right with iron? I wonder what kind of offensive power I can expect. Should I be looking for hardness? If it's sharp. Now, Fumi. That's fine. I can afford to get this fellow something good. Slave trader, I understand. Iron with magical properties is the best I can prepare for now. Now, Fumi. By the way, how much is it? Slave trader, because of the help from Hiro-sama, I will sell it to you for half the market price, which will be 5 gold coins. Now, Fumi, may I haggle further? Slave trader, Hiro-sama's greed is giving me the shivers. Fine, I'll compromise for 4 gold. Now, Fumi, done. Also, throw in a good bridle. Slave trader, sold. The slave trader's tension is high. Though he feels easy to deal with, I feel like I'm being used. What scary business sense? This guy? A big claw is brought out from the back of the tent. The size of the metal claw seems to fit Phiro's foot just right. That's good. Now, Fumi. This thing is huge, slave trader. It's a claw meant for wyverns. There is a bigger size too. You're not even a Philorial anymore. Phiro will wear this. Now, Fumi. Yeah, it is your weapon. Phiro, pick up the claw and equip it. Phiro, it fits perfectly. Now, Fumi. Seems like it. All that's left is to connect the claw to the foot with a cord. Phiro raises her foot to confirm if the claw is actually attached. Phiro feels strange. Now, Fumi. This will make your offensive power even stronger than before. You'll get used to it. Phiro's attack power with her leg is still ridiculous, having it increase even more. The scene where Phiro kicked Motoyasu is replayed in my mind. This time, it seems Phiro's kick will rip it apart. Now, Fumi. Phiro, next time you kick that spear guy, do not use the claw. Phiro, why not? Now, Fumi. Because the balls will be completely crushed. Though imperfect, he is a hero. I do not know what consequences there will be if I murder him. I feel it's a little late now. That guy's reason to live is to become popular with women. For Motoyasu, being kicked in the groin by my subordinate would be very mortifying. If that happened, who would be the one to inform that trash king? Phiro, Phiro concentrates really hard on the claw that we just bought. Am I hearing properly? Oh well. Whatever happens to Motoyasu doesn't concern me. I gave the slave trader 4 gold coins. Phiro doesn't need the armor after all. Do the nails not fit? Phiro seems to think that the armor is unnecessary. Well, if you don't want it, then that's fine. Now, Fumi. Now then, next, I'm sure there was other business. I can't remember after watching Motoyasu get blown off. Certainly Raphtalia and Phiro. I remember. Now, Fumi. Hey, slave trader. Is it possible for you to provide class up here? Slave trader. Class up, you say? Now, Fumi. Yeah, because the trash king won't let my subordinates who reached level 40 class up. I am having a little trouble. I remember seeing some slaves here above level 40. I tell the slave trader my request, and he puts his hand on his chin to think. Slave trader. Hiro-sama, I regret to inform you that I cannot help with that. I do not have a letter of introduction. Now, Fumi. I see. Did this guy class up from the power of a slave trader? Slave trader. If you obtain enough trust with neighboring countries, you can use their hourglass of the dragon's era to perform class up. Now, Fumi, what? Wait a minute. This isn't the only country with an hourglass of the dragon's era? Now, Fumi. They are also in other countries? Slave trader. Yes, though it might take you time to gain their trust. Time is very precious right now, and I cannot waste it. Will the hero of the shield have a bad reputation in the neighboring countries? This might be difficult. Slave trader. You can do it at the mercenaries' country Zerudo Baru, the demi-human country Siltwelt, and Shurido Furidin is also available. Yup, now Fumi. There's that many. Slave trader. Yes, for Hiro-sama, I would recommend Siltwelt or Shurido Furidin. You have a free pass there. Now Fumi. How long would it take me to get there? Slave trader. Let's see. By carriage it would be 1 month, and 2 weeks by boat. The salve trader brought out a map and taught me the road. Certainly, it is quite far from Melromark. It would take Fyro a little over 2 weeks to arrive. Though, if we don't push it, 3 weeks would be the case. 2 weeks on a ship sounds good, but I would not be able to do anything during that. Slave trader. If there was a wyvern around here, Hiro-sama would be able to get there very quickly. Now Fumi, it is far. However, it would be important to class up because of our situation. It shouldn't be that bad if I get new materials and monsters for my shield to absorb. There is no meaning to stay here any longer as Raphtalia and Fyro cannot improve. Should we just go to the country of demi-humans? Now Fumi. I suppose we'll go when the wave is over. Seriously, that trash king is devoting so much passion into annoying me. Now Fumi. I am indebted to you. Slave trader. If that's what you think, then by all means now Fumi. I refuse. Alright. Do you sell humans here? I was wondering if it would be better to sell thieves here instead of killing them. Slave trader. Humans are impossible in this country. If you look deeper, there are people who will buy, but there is risk and quality to watch for. Indeed, so demi-humans are fine in this country. I guess this is a country of human supremacy. Now Fumi. Well then, see you. Thus, we left the slave trader's tent. Fyro returns to her human form and ties her claws with a cord to carry. However, Raphtalia was quiet all the while during the conversation with the slave trader. Well, it is admirable that she didn't intervene in a business talk and make it awkward. Now Fumi. It's your turn, Raphtalia. Raphtalia for? Now Fumi. Holy water. I'm sure it's sold at a church, Raphtalia. Ah. Yeah, now Fumi. You're a girl, Raphtalia. These black bruises would be bad. Raphtalia. Well. If now Fumi-sama is worried. Raphtalia mutters bashfully. Now Fumi. No, I don't mind them. It's because I caused them. Raphtalia. So that's what you mean. It's nothing. I don't understand Raphtalia sometimes. Well, either way it's decided. Previous chapter, next chapter. Chapter 48. Foiling another false accusation. We arrived at an outstanding church within the castle town. Sister, he hero of the shield? I was greeted by an extremely bitter face. Just how much do you reject me to show such a face? As I expected, due to the rape accusation scandal, will I be refused entry to the church? Priest, do not be alarmed. The priest from the church came and scolded the sister who scowled at us. Something feels off, but there is nothing I can do about it. Priest, what do you need from our church? Now Fumi. My companion received a strong curse, so I would like to purchase strong holy water. This guy did not openly antagonize me, so let's stay neutral. A price list is hanging from the wall. Priest, then, please give an offering. Are you asking for an offering because I am supposed to know the price from the price tag? Now Fumi, how much is it? Priest, the effect from the cheapest to strongest holy water is 5 silver, 10 silver, 50 silver, and 1 gold coin. It seems that they are not overcharging. I was expecting them to add sanctions, but now Fumi. It doesn't seem like a good idea to negotiate for discounts in front of God, so I'll take the strongest holy water you have for 1 gold. Raphtalia, now Fumi-sama, you shouldn't get such an expensive thing just for me. Now Fumi, it's fine. I already said so before. I cherish you. Compared to Raphtalia, 1 gold coin is nothing. Raphtalia, thank you very much. I give the gold coin to the priest while Raphtalia is thanking him. Priest, understood. The priest instructed the sister to bring a bottle of holy water. I checked the quality of it with the judge skill. Low-grade holy water quality. Bad. I glare at the priest who makes a confused face. The priest then checks the holy water and his expression changes. Priest, why did you bring something of so low quality? Sister, but he is. Priest, God is merciful. Repent for your barbaric act of satisfying your own sense of justice right now. Sister, I am sorry. Priest, I apologize. Our church has been rude, now for me. I won't complain if you give me my money's worth. Priest, I appreciate your benevolence. The priest personally went to get the holy water. I checked the holy water again. Holy water of curse removal. Quality, high quality now for me. Well, this is what we came for. I received the bottle of holy water. Phiro, is that water delicious? Give Phiro some too. Now for me. This is not for drinking. This is Raphtalia's medicine. Is there something wrong with you that require it too? Phiro, yes. Phiro is always energetic. Now for me. Then it is not necessary. Phiro, huh? I turned to the priest while Phiro has a question mark floating above her head. Now for me. I am grateful. Later, please say the same to that sister at the hourglass of the dragon's era. That person tried to make a fool of me. Priest, I understand. They are shameful displays unworthy of a person of faith. Now for me. I see. Well, goodbye, priest. Thank the guidance of God. I feel that the priest is a pretty good person. This country would be a better place if there are more people like him. I left the church with that kind of impression. Itsuki, there you are. For some reason, Itsuki, Ren and their followers run up to us after we left the church. What do these guys want? Everyone is gathering in the castle town. What kind of situation is this? This time, Itsuki isn't wearing low-quality equipments. He is wearing all high-quality equipments. Itsuki is looking at me with displeasure and speaks first. Itsuki, you thief. You stole the achievements and rewards of my work. Now, Fumi, what? Why would I steal Itsuki's reward? Ren, me too. The request that was meant for me was taken by you. Rin is also denouncing me. I don't know what they are talking about. Then I remember that plague village that I helped may have requested help from them. Now, Fumi. I may have taken Rin's job, but I don't know about Itsuki. Itsuki, are you playing dumb? Now, Fumi. I just said I don't know. Run, wait. Even if Naofumi does not confess, I want to talk first. Naofumi, don't talk as if I am a criminal. Phiro, did Master do something? Naofumi, I did not do anything. At least nothing that I remember. While soothing Raphtalia and Phiro, I glare at Itsuki and Ren. Naofumi. Anyway, explain the situation. Itsuki, then I'll start. Itsuki started explaining his circumstances to me. It seems Itsuki received a request to investigate and, if necessary, exterminate the feudal lords causing problems in the northern area. The fellow dressed in armor that stood out was his companion and went to receive the reward from the guild that requested his help. However, it was said that the reward of the request was already paid, and Itsuki concluded that the only person to do something like that was me. Naofumi, you know, Shogun-sama. While you are hiding in the shadows and defeating evil, never revealing your true nature, people won't know who did what. I know revealing you are a hero is your hobby, but there are many rumors going around. Itsuki, Shogun. What are you talking about? Naofumi. Placing a sword on your waist and pretending to be an adventurer. Shogun-sama. Itsuki seems to remember and starts shouting at me. Yup, that's the attitude toward requests that is giving Itsuki a problem in the first place. No one will identify you as the hero of the bow with that kind of appearance. Because of that, your recognition by the country has become either the hero of the swords or hero of the spears. Why the hell am I actually evaluating something like this? It's meaningless. Being a secretive hero judging evil is cool, but it is not recognized by the world. While I am still a university student, I understand that appearances are necessary for society to acknowledge you. If somebody wants to take Itsuki's recognition for his job, all he has to do is announce he is the one who did it. I mean, that kind of hero will exterminate evil because he wants to, not for money or fame. It's a painful topic, in the sense of being a saint. Naofumi, did you resolve the request as the hero of the bow? It is only in the town where the tax is high did I hear it was you. And at that time it was because I was there. Itsuki, because I was keeping it a secret. Naofumi, then, to confirm, is the adventurer with the bow and the resistance of the North Country you? Itsuki, yes, that was me. I subjugated the tyrant king with the resistance. Naofumi, do you know what happened to the country after that? Itsuki, the bad king was overthrown. It should be prospering. Naofumi, No, it's not. They have become so starved that they have to smuggle food by bartering. Itsuki, no way. What? Now, Fumi. You know, the king may have been bad, but the whole country was originally going through a famine. As for the country, all that changed was its head. Itsuki, that has nothing to do with me. Please do not shift the problem. Sigh. Irresponsible. Worry about it a little. Now, Fumi. Then let's reset the story. Did your subordinate go get the reward? Can your subordinate explain the situation? Itsuki. Yes, he did. Explain. Explain it. Now, Fumi, the guild? Is there anything that proves your subordinate isn't the one that accepted the reward? Itsuki. There's a deed. I showed a deed with the king's direct seal stamped on it. Itsuki declares with a face full of conviction. What are you saying? Itsuki. It is a deed made with special techniques. It is impossible to counterfeit easily. Now, Fumi. Then there is no way for me to get it. Itsuki. It seems something clicked in Itsuki's head. Itsuki. Then the weapon. Are you that desperate for an excuse? It seems you want to pin it on me. No matter what. Itsuki. It is a hero-only privilege to be able to change the form of your weapon. You changed your shield to look similar to a bow, and somehow forged another deed. Now, Fumi. Is that so? Well, all that is possible in this world. Itsuki. Yes, that's it. Do you have any evidence to prove otherwise? Now, Fumi. Fyro, what's up? Now, Fumi. Return to your true form, Fyro. Okay, Fyro changed to her true form. At that time, Fyro's one piece disappears, and what's left of it becomes the collar. I point at the collar. Itsuki, what? Now, Fumi. Do you understand? This is a world where something like that can be made. There may be a tool which changes shape into a bow, and it is possible for other heroes besides me. Itsuki, run. Give it up, Itsuki. With the present conditions and lack of evidence, we cannot conclude that Nao Fumi is the criminal. Ren stepped in front of Itsuki before he tried to accuse me again. Ren, in the first place, did you ask the appearance of the fellow who took your achievement? Itsuki, that? Itsuki ambiguously tried to answer Ren's question. Ren, then give it up. Make yourself known as a hero more. Next is me. Nao Fumi. Is this the matter of the epidemic in the East? Ren, if you understand, then this will be quick. Why did you steal my request? Nao Fumi. Because I was in the area. Did you know? The corpse of the dragon you defeated was causing the plague. Ren, what? Ren was at a loss for words and just stood there. He didn't know? I thought he was a more cold-hearted person. Nao Fumi. A lot of people were dying. There was a brand new graveyard behind the storage facility. There would have been even more if I wasn't there. Ren, no way. With tottering steps, Ren tried to head east. Nao Fumi. Wait, you don't have time to go now. The wave is soon, run. But, this is my responsibility, Nao Fumi. I already removed the corpse of the dragon. The locals and the treatment master took care of the plague. I did steal your request, though. Ren, is that so? Well, it can't be helped. Ren's complexion is pale. Itsuki, you believe that? Itsuki calls out to Ren with a perplexed expression. Ren, he has no reason to lie. Besides, the request was cancelled because it was solved. That means it is not wrong. Nao Fumi. I was surprised when the corpse became a zombie dragon. Raphtalia received the curse at that time when fighting it. I did not lie, but it was my fault. Ren, oh, is that why you came out of the church? Ren looked at Raphtalia and saw the bandages as his answer. Ren, I hope it heals quickly. This is unexpected. I thought Ren was a cold-blooded guy, but he seems to be weak to problems he caused himself. They say that weakness is evil, though. Nao Fumi. Why did you leave the dragon's corpse there? Ren, because my companion wanted to give the materials to the other adventurers. Come to think of it, the village did say they were raking it in. Ren, I left it to the adventurers and the village. But, Nao Fumi. Next time, make sure to dispose of the corpse neatly. Corpses will rot. There is danger of causing sickness when rotting. Disposing of entrails and meat are the highest priority. Ren, yeah, this is somewhat anticlimactic. Still, I said nothing about the village. To think that it was their own fault. Well, this was the consequence of their own deeds. Itsuki, I do not believe it. Itsuki is more persistent than Ren. Itsuki, I will absolutely bring evidence. Nao Fumi. Sure, bring it. However, do not fabricate it. Were you saying that you found the criminal as the hero of the shield? Don't interrogate too closely. You know my rumors, Itsuki. What do you mean? Naofumi. Because after a thief attacked me and I retaliated, he went to a town and declared that I robbed him. Itsuki, that, Naofumi. It's the same for you. Shogun-sama, I hope you think about it carefully. Itsuki seems to feel pity for me from that rumor. His glance makes me feel sick. Why are you looking at me with such eyes? Itsuki, for now, let's put this matter on hold. Naofumi. I am fine with that. I am not a criminal. Seriously, I hate false accusations. Don't just attribute anything bad to me. Itsuki left in an irritating manner, and Rin seemed to be unsettled as he left. Naofumi. Oh well, should we go? Today was an unlucky day. There were various experiences. After all, this castle town is under the jurisdiction of that trash king, so there is no way they won't be biased. Let's quickly return to the hotel. Previous chapter, next chapter. Chapter 49. Applicants. The day was over, so we decided to go to a hotel and give Raphtalia treatment. We redressed Raphtalia's wounds by soaking the bandages in the holy water I bought. After the bandages have been applied, black smoke started rising from the wound. Raphtalia, Yuku. Naofumi, are you okay? Raphtalia, why yes. There's a feeling of stiffness leaving the body, and it's also quite itchy. Naofumi, I see. I want to heal her as fast as possible, because I injured her. The black bruise seems to have gotten lighter. Raphtalia, the place Naofumi-sama wounded is healing quickly. Naofumi, that's good. I want you to recover as soon as possible. Phiro, Raphtalia One-chan is so sly. Stop philandering with master. Although Phiro says that, she was clinging to me throughout the treatment. Raphtalia, I am not flirting. Naofumi, that's right. All I'm doing is treating Raphtalia's wounds. Raphtalia and I are philandering. What's with that outdated slang? Oh well, where did you learn something like that? Raphtalia and I aren't in that kind of relationship. Phiro, Raphtalia One-chan's back is black. Raphtalia, please don't say such things. These two get along quite well. Naofumi, well, the wave is coming soon, so just relax. Phiro, okay. Raphtalia, that's right. We have been quite busy recently. Relaxing occasionally is not bad. Naofumi, yeah. Phiro, master, when are you going to make food? Naofumi, let's see. How about tomorrow? Phiro, yay. In this way, while giving Raphtalia treatment, we slept at the inn. The next day, the equipment I asked the old man to make hasn't been finished yet. There's nothing particularly important to do. It might be a good idea to show up at the magic shop or the pharmacy. Or should I go to the dressmaking shop and look? Naofumi, now then, what should we do today? Raphtalia, let's see. Phiro, food. Naofumi, yes. I know. As for recovery medicine, I have already prepared a lot in between the waves. Since Raphtalia and Phiro have already hit their level limit, only I need to get levels. It might be a waste, but it would be fine to take a rest for a while. Raphtalia's wounds aren't completely healed either. Naofumi, should I go get more holy water? Raphtalia, there's still some left. Naofumi, is this enough for a complete recovery? Although the blackness has faded a bit, it is still far from a complete recovery. What is left leaves me uneasy. The effect won't be as potent if holy water is not changed every day. At this rate, there will still be some damage left during the wave. Naofumi, I sincerely apologize. Raphtalia, it is a wound I got myself. Don't worry about it. Naofumi, okay, Naofumi. Then, let's go to the pharmacy shop first. We can get food after. Phiro, yeah. Raphtalia and Phiro nodded. We left our baggage at the inn and headed out. When we got to the pharmacy, the storekeeper's attitude did not change as he welcomed me. Pharmacy SK. It's been a while. I answered the storekeeper's first question. Naofumi. The intermediate recipe book was received and put to good use. Pharmacy SK. I see. Looking at the medicine handled, I am not up to par yet. Pharmacy SK. That reminds me, my old friend the accessory merchant seems be your acquaintance. Naofumi, I was surprised at the connection with an unexpected person. Pharmacy SK. How did you get so friendly with that miser? He praised you highly. Naofumi. You two are acquainted? Pharmacy SK. We knew each other since the old days. That guy, He had an aptitude for using fragment medical herbs to make treatment medicine. Back then, that guy knew I was making middle-class treatment medicine from smell alone. Accessory merchant, what kind of person are you? I cannot fathom what else he might be hiding. Pharmacy SK. Are you still peddling? The storekeeper seems to have heard about me peddling from an acquaintance in Forest Village. Now for me. That guy was riding with us in the carriage when a thief that was after him appeared. Pharmacy SK. I don't think that guy would have been very happy about it. I don't understand. Accessory merchant, are you some kind of celebrity? Now for me. Where was I? Oh right. After we captured the thief, I stripped him of all his possessions and confiscated everything from his hideout. The storekeep was silent, put his hand on his forehead, and nodded. Pharmacy SK. That certainly does seem like you. Indeed, that fellow is also capable of something like that. Now for me. Afterwards, he taught me a lot of things. Pharmacy SK. Oh, he was praising you as a quick learner and said you were his successor in commercial spirit. Now for me. Please leave me alone. I went peddling for equipment fee. The true purpose was not for money. Pharmacy SK. So what do you need today? Now for me. Do you have any high-class recipes to sell? The storekeeper stops mixing. Pharmacy SK. That's fast, although I think you are not ready yet. Now for me. Yeah, there is also medicine that is not on a recipe that I can make too. Strong acid water, magical power water, and soul medicine water can't be made yet. There has been no need for these yet, but it is possible to acquire the rare materials through a distribution route learnt from the accessory merchant. Now for me, but I was not able to save people with the medicine I made. Fortunately, the treatment master made higher-class medicine. I felt inadequate in terms of ability. The storekeeper is convinced with my reply and nods. Pharmacy SK. I see. But it is still too early for a high-class recipe. Now for me. Is it that difficult? Pharmacy SK. There are a lot of applications to medicine in middle-class recipes. Besides, there are other things you can make without a recipe. Is it the materials necessary for compounding? Certainly, it can't be that bad. Pharmacy SK. I can still sell a high-recipe book though, but it will be expensive. Now for me, how much? Pharmacy SK. It's 500 silver coins. It cannot be lowered any further. I understand that I am getting a good deal. Learning about medicine, I'm sure there are organizations and companies that are willing to teach. I can also imagine guilds trading information. But if I learn from somewhere, there will be pressure to help them. However, a recipe book will save me the trouble. Now for me. I'll take it. I obediently hand over 500 silver. Pharmacy SK. Next is this. I received a book called Poisonous Plants and Poison Recipes. I am slow, but I am able to read the letters of this world, to some extent. Now for me. Recipes for poison? Pharmacy. It is impossible to avoid it when trying to be familiar with medicine. Those are intermediate recipes. Now for me. I skim through it. It contains a simple anesthesia and other such drugs. This looks difficult, but it won't hurt to learn it. Besides, learning the high-class recipes are out of my reach at the moment. Now for me. Thanks. Do you have beginner-class recipes such as the heal pill and regular medicine? The storekeeper of the pharmacy almost did a splendid fall. Pharmacy SK. You were making middle-class medicine without even knowing the fundamentals? Now for me. I saw what you were making and remembered. Pharmacy SK. Are you a boy from a temple who can't read? Those words are a proverb from Japan. The shield is probably translating the corresponding phrase from this world. The shopkeeper sighs and fluently writes something onto parchment. Pharmacy SK. I wrote the basics of the beginner's class on this. Remember it. Now for me. Yeah. When we left, Phiro was already outside because she disliked the smell from the medicine and Raphtalia was looking at medical herbs. Soldiers, hero of the Shield-sama. I hear an unfamiliar voice after leaving the pharmacy. There were 5 14-year-old kids dressed as soldiers who were out of breath. I start escaping at once. Raphtalia and Phiro also start running. There are too many ideas in my mind. Solder, hey, please wait. We are not here to capture you. Please wait. Now for me. Then what do you want? Soldier, hey, I only want to talk for a little. Doubtful. Let's stop for now. If it is a lie, should I let Phiro rampage? Soldier, hey, At last, I can finally meet you. The boy's shoulders are heaving while he gasps for breath. Now, Fumi, what do you want with me? Soldier, can you please let me go with you during the waves? Now, Fumi, come again. What are you saying? I look at the boy with a puzzled expression. Soldier, we are junior soldiers who were impressed with the fighting method of the hero of the Shield Sama during the earlier wave. The boy's story is like this. During the previous wave, the low-rank soldiers were impressed by the appearance of Raftalia and I, who were the only ones to stay behind and protect Forest Village. It seems the Knight's Order was complimenting me after the wave. Seems like there were new rumors spreading about me while I was away. Soldier, during town patrol, I heard that the hero of the shield was here in town, so I came over to have this conversation. Now, Fumi, really, soldier, our duty is to fight against the wave, but our top priority is to prevent damage done to the people. That's a noble thought, though you should be telling the other heroes that. Soldier, therefore, please let us participate together with Hero Sama during the wave. Now, Fumi, I do not particularly want to fight against the wave. Can't we just fight separately? There is a backside to this proposal. Perhaps, with soldiers and knights more active in fighting the wave, security would be better. Their position will also rise due to actively participating as a companion of a hero. However, the hero would also have to fight in the wave. I replied with sarcasm. There is status magic that requires companions. Perhaps I can test this during one of the waves. Using this and establishing a party to fight the wave, it should probably be correct. If anything, it may be something like offensive and defensive battles with guilds in a net game. The enemies are not human, but mistakes can be made. It would be extremely rash to fight alone against such a large amount of demons. A hero is probably carrying the duty of defeating the boss-class demons because they are the aces. But the small fries should be able to be dealt with by the inhabitants of this world. The last wave proves it. Because the wave spawned near the forest village which was close to the castle town, the knight were able to rush there. But what about this time? This country is big. It would be catastrophic if the wave appeared somewhere far off. Once that happens, the damage could not be suppressed with such a small group of people. Well, a standard strategy in fighting against the wave is the proposal I gave the boy. I want to hear his answer. Did he come to me because there would be little competition compared to the other heroes? Soldier, we want to protect the nation along with Hero of the Shield Sama. On the surface I can say anything. Now, Fumi, are you aiming for promotions? Soldier, no, this is different. The boy shakes his head and answers immediately. I beckon another boy who looks like a magician to me. The robe he was wearing wasn't purple like the magic shop, but a cheap yellow color. They lined up in front of me and bowed. Soldier B, I am a native from Forest Village. My family was helped by Hero of the Shield Sama before. Therefore I want to help, even if only a little. Now, Fumi, I see. This fellow wants to repay the kindness of helping his family? Soldier A, as Hero Sama says, there are certainly people who want promotions. But I want to help Hero of the Shield Sama. Now, Fumi. I see. Well, I was just curious. Soldier B, Hero Sama, the boy in the wizard clothes looks up, pulls up his robe, and gives me a quill pen. Soldier B, please sign, there might be a catch. Do I write Motoyasu in Japanese? When I look closely, this child is a demi-human. Even in this country of human supremacy, when it comes to soldiers there are room for demi-humans. Comparing his age and the cheap costume with the wizards and knights, he should be at a low level. I silently write my signature on his robe according to the wish of the boy while preparing for any magic. There is no strange feeling or magic effects after I signed. Well, it does not mean that nothing will happen later. I'll deal with it later if something does happen. The boy with the wizard clothes smiles happily with a slightly red face. What is this? It is Ichi. Soldier A. This fellow is a fan of Hero of the Shield Sama. From a long time ago, he heard traditions of heroes from different countries and wanted to meet the hero of the shield. Now, Fumi. Wow. This party seems to extremely trust us and want to help. This boy is not talking, but people from the village of Toka who were saved during peddling gathered with the same thought. Well, should I try it? I turned to the boy captain in front and muttered the party formation magic. As for the conditions of the party leader is me followed by Raftalia and then Fyro. Under that, the captain of the squad was given authority. As for this party, my authority takes precedence. In other words, it is possible to steal all the experience points. Soldier A. This is Naofumi. You don't know? Soldier A. Nope, Naofumi. If you are not in the party, go ask that fellow and go gather any other people who want to participate. However, do not misunderstand. If you try to use me or something impolite is done, I am dismissing you all immediately. This sentence here feels weird. Not sure if it's just me or that something is really weird here. Soldier A. Yes. Thank you very much. The two saluted me and left together. I think that even in this country, I can trust a little. It was only a moment where I felt that. Naturally, as I said, if anything happens, I will not be lenient. Previous chapter, next chapter. Chapter 50. Before the storm, old man. Lad, your armor is not ready yet. If you are here to use the kitchen, I would like to ask you to refrain. Naofumi, why? I thought you gave me permission a while ago. Old man, if you want to use my kitchen, some compensation is required. After separating from the child soldiers, we stopped by the market to purchase large quantities of food. Then we proceed to impose on our handy equipment store acquaintance and start cooking up a storm. Is this food not my sincerity and gratitude for equipment store for providing cheap weapon and armor? Phiro food. Food. For a while now, Phiro has been consuming the roast meat and skewers that I have been making. Old man, this smells great. Everyone who entered the shop was tempted by the smell. I went and checked when they left, and they all went to the market to buy food. Raphtalia brings the old man some food while he is making my armor at the counter. Old man. Furthermore, some idiot stole some food from the dish the missy brought me. How did you produce such a taste? There is a crazy commotion since a while ago. Naofumi. Just kick the guy who stole food out. Old man. The guy who stole food was generous and bought a weapon. Lad, with you here my sales record for the month is going through the roof. Naofumi. That's good. Take it as my thanks to you. Old man. All right. Not. This isn't some restaurant. It's an equipment store. For an equipment shop, you sure have a lot of additional pots and quite a big pan. Thanks to that, I am borrowing a cauldron to make this world's unique curry. Strangers. An ant from the neighborhood peeks through the ventilation window, along with several other adventurer-like guys. I close the ventilation window with a bang. The smell drifts to the front of the equipment shop. Old man. Lad. I heard the old man shout. Seriously, after the curry was completed, we were evicted from the old man's kitchen and thus end our cooking session for Phiro. Phiro still seems dissatisfied and wants to eat more. There are only half of the contents in the pot left. Due to the pot left behind, the equipment shop later had a rumor about it having absurdly delicious food, but that is a story for later. Phiro. Master, Phiro wants to eat more food. I bought some skewers for Phiro, who inflated her cheeks with a dissatisfied expression while wandering the town for cheap food. Naofumi. Should we just go make something by the riverside? Phiro, meet again. Naofumi. Yeah, you're getting tired of it? Phiro. I will not get tired of anything master makes, Naofumi. Sure. We head back to the equipment shop to borrow an iron plate, which Phiro carried. Well, we will probably become familiar with this place since we will barbecue here in the future too. I'll buy the proper materials and start barbecuing by the riverbank. Phiro is concerned about insufficient meat, so she went to the forest to hoard Eusapyrus. We had to barbecue for a while until Phiro was satisfied and started discussing about what to do next. Raphtalia. This is the first time we took it easy, Naofumi. Now that you bring it up, it is every day in this abnormal world has been a battle, and now looking up to the blue sky gives off a very peaceful feeling. Makes one forget about the wave of disaster that is only a few days away. Unexpectedly, Raphtalia plays with the ball that I purchased for her a while ago. Naofumi. Isn't that the ball that I bought for you? Raphtalia smiles when I point at the ball. Raphtalia. So you remember. I thought she lost it a while ago, to think she still had it. Raphtalia. This is the first thing that Naofumi-sama gave me. Naofumi. You were looking at it so wistfully that anyone would have bought it. Raphtalia. I don't think so. Phiro. Nah. After Phiro cleaned up the rest of the barbecue, she turned around. Phiro. One-chan, what are you talking about? Raphtalia. It's just something that happened before Phiro was born. Phiro. I watched the ball bouncing around. It looks worn out, and some parts are torn. Perhaps Raphtalia was playing with the ball while I wasn't looking. Naofumi. Do you want me to buy you a new one? It's not an expensive item. If playing with balls is Raphtalia's hobby, Then for the sake of her relaxation, I would buy more. Raphtalia, no, that is not necessary because this is my memento. Now, Fumi, I don't get it, but if she wants to treat it as a cherished memory, then I will not question it. Now, Fumi, do you want to play together? Raphtalia, Raphtalia look at me in shock. Now, Fumi, what's wrong? Raphtalia, no. I just didn't think Naofumi-sama is someone who wants to play with balls. Naofumi, well, it is unavoidable I would see someone who thinks like that. Though, today would be a good day to take it easy and play. Can we play volleyball with only the two of us? Well, there is always passing the ball back and forth without dropping it. The ball is thrown at me, and I raise my hands to return it to Raphtalia. This is unexpectedly difficult. Back then, I barely ever played beach volleyball. Phiro, Master and Raphtalia Wani-chan are playing. Phiro wants to play too. The bird finished her meal and started making a commotion while we were tossing the ball back and forth. Now, Fumi, if you want to play, make sure to control your power and not destroy the ball. Phiro, okay. Raphtalia, Fufufu. Raphtalia tosses the ball very happily. Even though her body is grown up, she is still a child. Now, Fumi, when the wave is over, I'm thinking of going to another country to class up. Raphtalia, okay. I will follow you everywhere. Phiro, Phiro too. The ball flies from Raphtalia to Phiro, and then finally me. Now, Fumi. The ball flew behind Raphtalia and is about to fall to the ground. Raphtalia, I. Now, Fumi, what? The ball was skillfully hit towards Phiro with her tail. Phiro wa. Phiro too. Phiro hits the ball with the wings on her back. You guys, don't use parts that common human beings don't have. Raphtalia, Naofumi-sama, I wonder why this game is becoming one with strange conditions. It can't be helped. Naofumi, air strike shield. The ball is bounced back by a shield that appears in the air. Raphtalia, that's dirty. Naofumi, it's not. Seriously, this is child's play. As a result of the cool down time, I lost. Afterwards, we just played volleyball normally. Raphtalia, well, what should we do now? It will be essential for Raphtalia to become stronger from class up. Additionally, whenever a wave appears, I am summoned. In the meantime, I should work on leveling up and earning money in a different country. Now, Fumi, we still have time. Raphtalia, Phiro, are there any accessories that you want? Raphtalia, accessory. Now, Fumi, I can craft some, so I was wondering if you two wanted any. From a while ago, I already decided to reward Raphtalia and Phiro because of their hard work. Now, Fumi, Raphtalia, you're at the age where you want something like that, right? Raphtalia, why yes. Phiro too. Now, Fumi, I understand. Now tell me what you two want. Raphtalia seems to be dumbfounded. Is this such a rare occurrence? Phiro, Phiro wants a hairpin. Phiro wants a hairpin, huh? That's surprising since I expected her to want a saddle or some reins. Now, Fumi, hairpin? What? Phiro, because it won't dig into my skin after I transform. You still mind that? Well, perhaps something to stick on her head would be good. I guess it is appropriate considering how old Phiro looks. Now, Fumi, Raphtalia, what do you want? Raphtalia, me? Let's see. Raphtalia thinks for a while before answering. Raphtalia, I want a bracelet. Granting an effect is important. It will be useless if there is no meaning. Now, Fumi, huh? Raphtalia, Naofumi-sama, an item that can raise my abilities would be preferable. I wonder what. My mind seems to have trouble understanding Raphtalia's answer. A bracelet that gives an effect. I thought she would have wanted rings, earrings, or a necklace. Is my brain just bad? Naofumi, oh okay. I'll make it properly. Phiro too. Naofumi. Yeah. We played at the grassy plain till the end of the day, then returned to the hotel to prepare for the wave. Previous chapter. Next chapter.